I think they have more confidence in me than I do in myself, to be honest with you. So they were pretty much like, there was no surprises. I have worked with a lot of capable television actors, to be honest with you. Phenomenal. And there's a lot of scope there. So if anyone is there who's gonna watch this, I just want to make a request that don't write someone off only because they have a television background. Television has some very talented people. I remember when I was like, "Yaar, I can't shoot this show anymore." I remember that time I was like, I want to take trips with my wife now. I want to travel. So the intention at that time was not कि मुझे, I want to do scripts. What I'm getting to learn is new ways of trying to put my baby to sleep. First of all,
Welcome to Pink Villa, Barun. It
thank
is
you.
always a pleasure to speak to you. When I watched Asur, I remember texting you saying that I was mind blown because this is one of the best thrillers that we have seen in India. Was that your react? Was that the kind of compliment that you got from others as well from within the
Oh yeah.
industry?
Oh yeah. Everyone for that matter. I mean, in fact, even during the lockdown, people, if I go downstairs for a walk, or everyone walks up and people just can't stop talking. Even for that matter, my old friends that I have, people from the industry, my family, actually, people can't talk enough about it. I mean, sometimes I can sense that they really also want to talk furthermore, but sometimes I don't have time or something. So it's struck this similar kind of chord with everyone.
How did your family react when they saw you in this character, which was different from what you've played earlier?
Well, family was very. They were pretty happy, to be honest with you, because there's a certain kind of work I've been chasing after and I think pretty much everyone in the industry knows that there's only a certain kind of things I want to do. So because I got to be a part of such a superior product and thankfully delivered, was a very relieving moment for my family. To top it up, I think they have more confidence in me than I do in myself, to be honest with you. So they were pretty much like, there was no surprises in the family at all. It was just, I got a lot of love. Everyone was like, we're really proud of you. But that response that you're talking about, that a lot of people who never watch television, I think and there's a huge number out there.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and I think they tend to imagine that people on television just can't act. And I've always noticed there's a huge divide in the industry with respect to television people and film industry people. Thankfully, the web is filling in that void extremely well. I think the web industry is doing what the film industry has been unable to do right now. So that's where the opportunities, and that's why people are getting to know actors like me. And I've also, I was speaking to my director the other day, and he was like, there's two sets of people that are getting in touch with me, and a lot of people are getting in touch with me. Either they're like, we didn't have any idea that Barun could act so well, or everyone is like, who is this guy? Where was he? So that clearly shows that there's a huge divide, and people don't even know a lot of television actors, irrespective, how much work they've done.
Even if I feel even if they know, they just don't, like, there is a sort of nonchalance which goes in that, oh, okay, he must have done some show, that's the kind of attitude they have.
And yeah, you're right. But at the same time, I feel extremely proud that I've been able to write off that attitude for a lot of people. So that's a very, very heartening thing, endearing thing. It's not a personal thing for me. Like, I've always felt that actors on television are extremely seasoned, and it's just that the understanding of the television actors gets bogged down because they keep doing the same thing every day. But they're extremely seasoned, and I've worked with a lot of capable television actors, to be honest with you. Phenomenal, and there's a lot of scope there. So if anyone is there who's going to watch this, I just want to make a request that don't write someone off only because they have a television background. Television has some very talented people.
Also, we have seen instances wherein actors, not the lead actors, but this junior cast, or be it the people who earn on daily basis, they have committed suicide, they have threatened for suicide because of non-payment of dues, because of several other reasons. How do you see this entire scenario? Because to be very honest, in television, wo credit system jo hota hai payment ka, it's not like it's new, it's been there forever, but now the situation is such that it's impacting more than it should, So how do you see it?
See, it's a very complex setup. And I feel to be honest with you, what I feel is that this whole pandemic situation is also working on the same fundamentals as usually life used to work. Uh, and capitalism is going to, as always, eaten into the bigger share of the society. And this whole, I mean, it's not a producer, it's not a one association, it's not anything. It's the whole system, the networks, and how they set it up. So it's crazily bad. I just want to say that I have no idea what must be going through the minds of the people who are committing suicide. But I just feel that anyone who's out there, we should fight it till the end, and don't take anything personally. I don't think anyone's uh, intention is to not pay you. No one wants. The whole thing is, I think psychologically, what does not work in the favor of human beings is that they can't deal with rejection, any kind. So I think we have to
True.
learn to deal with
True.
rejection, especially in our kind of a career. But it's a very sad.
Yeah, I was watching your interaction with Gul the other day, which was posted on YouTube, and I happened to watch, and you were saying that when you actually signed Is Pyar Ko, you actually had no idea what the script would be like. Like, you were very raw back then, and just entered, and just like, when did you see the change in you? Like, finally, when did you come to a point where you were like, oh, I don't want to do this, or I want to do this kind of stuff? When did you realize that fact?
Must have been a gradual process. It never happened. Like I remember when I was like, "Yaar, I can't shoot this show anymore." I remember that time I was like, I want to take trips with my wife now. I want to travel. So the intention at that time was not कि मुझे, I want to do scripts that were phenomenal. Gradually, what started happening was that I started reading a lot. And I don't know, but I think I can tell a good script from not a great script now. But I still don't know, to be honest with you. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more failures ahead. And people are going to be like, acha, But with respect to the show, na, Is Pyar Ko Kya Naam Do, and a daily show, I don't know how much aware you are, how the writing pattern is. Yeah, I was a very raw person. I still am a very, let's do the day's job, kind of a person. So, haste khilte ho jaye sara kaam, so everyone's going to be happy kind of a thing. At that time, yes, I had no clue what I was getting into.
But like you mentioned that when you decided that अब मुझे शायद ये show ज़्यादा continue नहीं करना है, was it a difficult decision to make? Because I remember it had created a havoc. I remember I wasn't in the industry back then, but I remember that it had created a havoc. People were like, what?
Yeah, it was not working out in a lot of people's favor. What actually happened was that I was supposed to choose between two shows, the one that I did, and there was another show from another channel, and that was a finite series, and I was kind of looking at finite stuff already at that time, because I figured out that, so I'd done a show called Baat Hamari Pakki before Is Pyar Ko Kya Naam.
Yes.
And I knew that leads just die, and when they're dying, no one cares. So I did this. When I signed this on, I was very reluctant to sign it on because it was like infinite, pata nahi kab tak. So I signed it with Rajesh, the producer of the show, for 1 year. After a lot of deliberation and a lot of back and forth. But when 1 year happened, the show was, doing great with flying colors and stuff. Yeah. So when I spoke about that, then Rajesh called me and he was like, everyone's starting to make their money, or you also make some money. So we'll appraise you this much, and everyone else for that matter is gonna benefit out of this. I said okay. Then we agreed upon let's another 6 months kind of a thing. And he was like, great, okay. So after 6 months after that, again I went to him, and the same exact conversation happened again. So at that time, I told him that I'll just do it for 3 more months. And actually, I had got married right before the show started, and I'd not even taken my wife away on a honeymoon, to be honest with you. So, and I'd been promising, and we'd been together for the longest time, and I think we were together for 12 years at that time already, and we had not traveled at all. So yeah, and we our plan was personal plan was always that we'll travel the world, we'll see
Hmm.
things together. So at that time, this extension of the contract kept getting in the way. So after 1 year and 9 months, I told them that I had a meeting with Gul also and everyone. Then I remember Gul then eventually be like happily letting me go, kind of a thing, because I think they had a replacement.
Hmm.
But things just took a wild
Yeah,
turn.
right.
Yeah, practically, if you say that might be the right thing to say or do, but that was not my decision, to be honest with you. My decision was कि भाई मेरा contract 2 बार over हो चुका है, please अब मुझे जाने दो. But I can understand why people were angry. Like even if I'm watching something today, and if it gets me hooked on as a viewer, and I make an investment of let's say 3-4 hours, and it does not turn out well, eventually I feel, what the hell, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I'm sure people must have felt like that, and it's only fair. It's everyone's personal decision.
Yeah, of course. But now tell me, I mean, when you got when you did films as well, and though it got critically acclaimed, of course there was not enough. The budget के हिसाब से उतना कमाया नहीं movies ने. Did you feel a little let down? Because though the concept, I still remember, I had told you this, कि आपकी फिल्म को I think राजा सेन जैसे critics ने कहा था कि it is the best film of the year, and that is a huge compliment coming from them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though the content is amazing, it did not earn enough. Did you feel a little let down?
I'll tell you how the process is. I don't know how the process for the big films is, to be honest with you, because I've never been a part of one. But with indie films now, what happens is the struggle leading up to the release date continues up till the release date. So
Right.
even on the release date, you don't know how many theaters, how many shows, what shows. So it was all anticipation. I really thought that a film like this would do well, to be honest with you. But there was no reach. We didn't get a lot of shows. We didn't get good times at all. So I think for a day or two, might have felt not dejected. I must have felt, what the hell, it should have done well. But at the same time, it's not an easy route, to be honest with you. And I knew when I was getting into this whole tussle for I will try to do only good work in India. It's not an easy thing to.
That's a big decision to make.
Yeah, so I'm sure the struggle is going to carry on. So the point is that then you move on and try to find the next thing you will put your heart and soul in.
How is everything going on right now? I mean, with the family, are you getting to spend more time? Because lockdown काफी उस वक्त हुआ जब you actually turned father very recently. So what are the new things that you are learning in the process?
Yeah, I'm getting to spend a lot of time with my family, of course, pretty much all of it. So which is a new thing altogether, but it's a beautiful thing. What I'm getting to learn is new ways of trying to put my baby to sleep, first of all, and secondly, I think you over a period of time when you have a little child in your house, I think I have become very, very compassionate and sensitive, it's a constant, like sometimes, like we're just going to be looking at her first birthday now. So suddenly, and one day we're sitting and like, oh, sure, birthday's here now. So it's a constantly evolving thing. Before you settle into, she's just started doing this now. So let's get settled into this, getting used to it. In the meanwhile, she starts doing new things. So yeah, you have to just cope, I think.
Yeah. So thank you so much once again.
That's very sweet of you.
And I hope to see you very, very soon again.
Hopefully.
Bye. Take care.
Take care.